Do you know that Malaysians produce an average of 30,000 tons of waste every day, but just only 5% of it is recycled? Almost 40% of municipal waste composition comes from organic materials, and it is coming from our own kitchen waste. To reduce the production of kitchen waste, we can make compost from it, but making it is not as easy as putting it into a pile. We need the right ratio of green and brown. The correct ratio of green and brown is 1:2 or 1:3. If too much green, compost pile will stink. Green consists of food scraps, coffee ground, garden scraps, and fresh grass clipping. Meanwhile, brown consists of dry leaves, twigs, paper napkin, and newspaper. Things that we need is pile with drainage holes, dry leaf, kitchen waste, eggshells, normal soil, and garden soil. Firstly, we need to prepare a pile with drainage holes, and then we put about 1 inch of dry leaf into it. We can cut the dry leaves into a smaller pieces so that the breakdown will become faster. Okay, next, we need to put some of garden soil inside the pile, and then we need to compact it slowly so it will be balanced at every area. For the next step, we need to put our kitchen waste inside the pile. We need to cut the kitchen waste into a smaller pieces so that it will break down faster and the compost will be ready in a shorter time. Next, put some crushed eggshells into the pile. Crushed eggshells will give calcium and other nutrients into the compost. Next, we will put another layer of dry leaf. We can also put twigs or dry leaf as the brown material. You can also put another brown material such as newspaper or paper napkin or others brown material. For the next step, we will put salt into the pile and we will compact it evenly at every area. You can use gloves to do this. Lastly, we need to put some water into the pile. Do not put too much water or less water. Just ensure that all of it has high moisture content. So this is the result of the kitchen waste compost after 3 days. And if it needed some water, so you just pour the water to ensure the moisture content of the compost, okay? So this is how it will look after 2 weeks. This is the texture of your compost and it slightly break down. And you guys can mix it together and just put some water if needed. So this is what should we do. Firstly, make sure to cover green with brown to prevent any odor and pests. Secondly, make sure it properly hydrated. And thirdly, cover compost during heavy rain and add water if needed. Things that we should not do is, firstly, should not compost any meat, dairy, pet feces, diseased plant, and pests. Secondly, should not put too much green. This is the characteristic of finished compost. It has dark brown, smell earthy, and the texture is crumble. So this is the one of the example of end product of kitchen waste compost. It has brown color, it has crumble texture, and it has earthy smell. And if you did this every month, you can get the healthy and free compost for your plant. So that's all from me. If you enjoyed this video, hit a button like and yes.